when you talk about the power outage yesterday, myself and everybody here on this table probably were at that stadium until around that time when we just left when that happened. Um, we have a brand new, what we call a brand new infrastructure, and you cannot really vouch for anything that is technical. So basically what happened there is a technical glitch that can happen with a brand new infrastructure like this that had worked for many days continuously and for the whole day. Something tripped at that moment. A switch tripped that's supplying the light at that moment. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. It's part of that. In fact, even the organizers even have a standby generator, two standby generators, right? That are already in place just to ensure that this doesn't happen. But it's a brand new infrastructure. It can happen to anybody. It's a glitch that happened. It happened. It's what it is. We have seen in the whole, in the biggest stage in the world, big matches in the Premier League or even in the Olympics, something happened. I think even the Paris Olympics, there was a glitch like that where light went off like that. It can happen. You know, what you could be asking is how long does it take to get it back on track? If it has taken the whole day to get it back on track, then something is funny. But it was returned back almost not too long about that, what? 5 minutes. Yeah, like 5 minutes the thing was back because it was a glitch. The switch trimmed up, and no matter what you like it, once it's trimmed up, you have to go and start and switch it back to another alternative power supply that you have. Yes, but in the long term, probably in the future we will try to have an maybe put those things on solar panels and all that whatever. But even at that, even if you have a solar panel, the switch can trim up. Nothing you can do about it. It's about electricity, it's about load, it's about how long it has worked, it's about the weather, it's about the heat and stuff like that. Yes, it's quite unfortunate, it shouldn't happen. But I've seen a lot of our colleagues and partners trying to make a meal out of it. I don't think it's an issue that we should bother ourselves with. It's a technical glitch that happened. It was resolved immediately. It shows we are prepared for that situation as well. But unfortunately, it was happening where there's a sport ongoing which cannot be stopped because they are doing a 10,000-meter race. And you cannot stop them and say until the light is back. They have to continue running until the light is fixed. So it is what it is. We apologize for anybody that feel bad about that, but it is life. Thank you.
Sporty greetings. That's what Shehu Diko. Shehu Diko is the chairman of the National Sports Commission in Nigeria. It's okay if you want to call him the Minister of Sports because the NSC is the body responsible for everything sports in Nigeria. He was trying to give an explanation as regards the situation at the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta. That's where we're having the National Sports Festival. Let me give you a background story. During the men's 10,000 meters event, the lights went out at the stadium, complete blackout. It was pitch dark, almost like hellfire. Look at it right there. It was an embarrassing, ugly situation right here in the UK and some other parts of the world. That's a big health and safety issue right there. Athletes had to depend on phone lights to cross the finish line. It was ugly. I didn't like it, because this right here questions the planning and organizing phase of this project. Shehu Diko said it was a glitch. Something happened with the switch and the lights went off, according to him, for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a whole lot of time when you're hosting this sort of event. And the part I didn't really like is when they say it happens all over the world. It happened at the Olympics, it happened at the World Cup. No, it shouldn't be happening in Nigeria. We should be doing the right things. We should be setting the standards. For instance, why I say this is a big slap to the project managers, particularly the planning and organizing phase. In project management, you identify blockers, you identify risk, and you monitor them. Particularly a country like Nigeria, where power supply is a big issue. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot organize an event in Nigeria without considering power. Then you ask yourself questions. What if the light goes off? What's the options available to us? What's the plan B? If the light goes off around the stadium, can we ensure that the pitch side has light, the tartan tracks is well lit, the scoreboard is working, the resort board, everything around that area? Can we just make sure that nothing goes wrong with that, particularly when we have action? And that's what happened. Athletes were back crossing the finish line for the 10,000 meters event, and the lights went off. So important questions weren't asked. And that's why I say all the time with event management, don't just do it right. Particularly with sports in Nigeria, we just want to get it done. No, do it the right way, set standards. Yes, I know life can happen, I know things can go wrong, but try. Tell me, oh, the inverter that we had as backup, things went wrong with the batteries. Tell me that, oh, even the alternatives we had, they also had issues. Then we will know that that's Murphy's Law in place. It was just destined to go wrong. But for the lights to go off for 5 minutes in a country like Nigeria where there is no stable power supply, then someone didn't consider it. Someone didn't consider it. And that's what I'm really hoping we can change in Nigeria. And that's why I want to contribute my 2% by talking about it all the time so that administrators will know that this is very, very important. It wasn't good. Take a look at it. Everywhere dark. It's not good. And in this social media age where it's about shares, tweets, retweets, 5 years from now, if you go search for the National Sports Festival in Ogun, you'll be so shocked that is this situation that will pop up. That is why you should use PR to avoid problems and not solve them. Public relations does a great job with avoiding problems, sustaining goodwill between an organization and its publics, not solving problems. Solving problems is conflict management, crisis management, not PR. So I want to still commend Shehu Diko. He was accountable, said he apologized, and then hope that it doesn't happen again. Shehu Diko, you are the leader of the National Sports Commission. Shout out to Bukola Olopade also. I see that they're working, but it's a lot of work and we mustn't stop. And that's why we must take sound criticisms. For instance, it is very important that we have a tripartite relationship between the current host of the National Sports Festival, the next host, and the host that will come after that one. It is Ogun that is hosting now. In what areas have they done well? Enugu must improve on it. In what areas they didn't do well? Enugu must consolidate. Enugu State will be the next host of the National Sports Festival in 2026. It's just next year. The next state, let's say Akwa Ibom wins it for 2028. They must look into those documents. You don't just squeeze it and throw it away. What were the economic benefits for Ogun State when they hosted the National Sports Festival? Enugu, look at it, see ways you can improve on it. That tripartite relationship is important. It keeps that ecosystem busy. NSC, you'll be asking the right questions. You do the checks and balances. You assist them. You ensure that they keep to the regulations. And the project managers, planning and organizing doesn't end. We always say in project management that the risk register is a live document. You keep identifying risk. You go there and do everything you can to keep eliminating risk, because something might just go wrong the next minute I don't expect it. So you can't just say, okay, we've checked everything's fine now, we're going. No pilot just walks into the plane and just say, okay, we're taking off. He does this checklist, takes a look at. That's why I guess sometimes they say, oh, one engine went bad. It was just the other engine that helped the pilot to land the plane. There must be options. You must have solid plan Bs. It's like the game of football. The coach looks at his bench and he sees super subs everywhere. He knows that strategically he's safe, he's sound. That's how we should be handling events in Nigeria, particularly with sports. It's a mega event. You don't mess around with it because there's just so much that goes around, organizing a sporting event. I hope we'll learn from this. In a way, I'm glad it happened, because sometimes these challenges, they keep you guarded. You learn from it. That's if you learn. We must learn from it. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm also thinking about getting into personality interviews now, do those human angle stories. So subscribe, keep the comments coming. Don't forget to also like, share if you like it also. And then I'll see you around again soon. That's it.